Hello, welcome to Kids and Family Yoga. Thanks for joining us for our, I think, 9th class. So we have learned a ton of poses along the way. So if you haven't done the previous videos, I encourage you to go back and do those so that you learn the poses and you'll be all caught up. I have these cards with a bunch of different yoga poses on them, and I went through them and counted. We have learned 31 poses, and we're going to add 4 new ones today. So by the end of class, if you've done all of our videos, you've learned 35 poses, if not maybe more. So very cool. And we'll play a game with these cards today. In any case, we're going to start in easy pose, which is one of the poses on the cards. Every body position you can think of, just about, is a yoga pose that has a name. Let's sit up in easy pose, nice and tall, draw up with a good posture. And we're going to start with some volcano breathing. So we're going to place our palms together as we sit up tall. We're going to breathe through our noses. And as we inhale through our nose, we lift those hands up to the sky. And as we exhale, we separate those hands like the lava flowing slowly down the mountain. And we draw up again, a slow inhale, palms together, slow exhale. So I want you really thinking about your breath, okay? As you continue moving slowly with your own breath. Sometimes it takes doing a few times to really kind of make the movement match your breath. And be really intentional. And that's all you're thinking about. We're clearing our minds of everything else right now. We're just thinking about our breath. Nothing else matters right now. Sit up tall, Oliver. Keep your head up high. Do it one more time. Slow. Very good. Awesome. We're going to start with some sun salutations, which means we're going to stand up. Come on up. We're going to face side, so face this side with us. Whether you're on a mat or a towel or just on your carpet is fine. Stand up, facing sideways with us, nice and tall. Find your good posture. Hands beside you. And ready. Take a deep breath. Inhale up. And swan dive down. Exhale. As you come up halfway, we call that monkey. And then we forward fold again. And this time we step way back out into plank. That good strong push-up position. With our hands flat and we're on our toes. Awesome. We're going to sink down using our arm muscles called crocodile. And then we go for up dog. Down dog. Good. A step or hop through to your hands. And we reverse swan dive up. Palms come together. And we end in chair pose. Let's go back forward a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's do the same thing again. Here we go. Sweep up. Swan dive down. Can you hang forward any more? No? Monkey. Fold. Go back to plank. Back a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Crocodile down. Use those strong arm muscles. Up dog. Lift the head to the ceiling. Down dog. Lift your hips to the ceiling. Step or hop through. Reverse swan dive up. And into chair. We'll go one more time. Here we go. Up. Swan dive down. Monkey. Fold. Plank. Good job. Crocodile. Up dog. Down dog. Step or hop through. Sweep up. And in chair. I want you to hold this chair pose. So I want you now just holding this as you sit back through your heels, like you can wiggle your toes a little bit. You might feel like you're gonna fall backwards, but you're not. You're okay. Stick your booty back. And go ahead and stand in what we call just mountain pose. So face this way with us, Oliver. All right. Standing with your palms forward, with your chest open and shoulders back. Good. Heart rate should be up just a little tiny bit. And maybe you can even notice that. Maybe you feel a little bit warmer. That's the idea of the warm up, to warm up those muscles. So let's do a standing pose called Warrior 2. Let's do Warrior 2. Maggie's got the right idea. We're going to step those feet really wide as you face us. You're going to turn your right foot out to the side. Nice. And bend just your right knee. And if you can separate your feet to be even wider, that's even better. All right, let's join Maggie with those arms outstretched from wall to wall, out to a T, shoulder height. Reach, 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 reach further. You're actively reaching. Good, and then bend that right knee a little bit more. And then look over to your right fingertips, and you're in Warrior 2. You're there. Good job. We're going to add some movement to this pose, just for fun. Turn your palms up, and we're gonna straighten that knee and reach for the ceiling, and then we're gonna bend just the right knee again back into Warrior 2. And up, and down. Up, reach high, and then reach out. Up, and down. Last time, up, and down. Reach and hold your Warrior 2. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Look back at your right fingertips again. All right, release the arms down and bring the feet back together. We're gonna do a few more volcano breath before we do the other side. So you know what to do. We're gonna do it standing this time. Here we go. Palms together. Inhale up. Feel the air enter your nose and slowly come out your nose. Slow as you can. Maybe you can even hear it. Good job. Do it one more time. All right, ready for the other side? So we start, separate those feet. We're doing Warrior 2. Now we're going to turn the left foot out to the side, and that left knee is going to bend as much as you can, right over the ankle. And reach these arms out, and you're in Warrior 2. We're just going to hold it for a moment, just like we did on the other side. We're going to try to do the same thing to make our bodies even and strong on both sides. Look over at those fingertips. You're just holding the pose. Very good. So warrior is a strong character. So that's why this pose has that name. You have to be really strong to hold this pose. But we're going to add that movement. So palms up, outstretch those arms, and we're going to reach to the ceiling and then bend into the knee and outstretch those arms again. So keep going, flowing. In yoga, whenever we're moving, it's like flowing slow motion movement. Maybe you can even breathe. You can inhale and exhale with the movement, nice and even. One more time. And then we hold our Warrior 2 pose again with our knee bent. Bend that knee as much as you can. Good. Reach those arms. Yeah, they're feeling tired. Yeah, our shoulders are feeling a little tired. Makes us a little stronger though. Okay, arms down. Yep, bring the legs back in. Wonderful. Let's learn those few new poses on those 4 cards that I showed you so I can add them to the deck of cards that poses we know. Come on down to the floor and we're going to face this way with me. We're going to learn windshield wipers, which I think in one of the classes Oliver and I did for a moment. Let's go back a little bit. And
And we're going to start doing it the same way we did it that one class. And if you didn't do it, that's okay. Find yourself here, not laying all the way down, but you're leaning back on your elbows. With your knees bent. Good. Keep your knees touching each other. Point your toes to the floor, and maybe your big toes are even touching each other. Point your toes, lift your heels off your floor or mat. Now, all you do, like windshield wipers go side to side in the car, you're going to rock your legs side to side. All the way as far as you can. And you're twisting at your lower spine. Your lower back is getting a good stretch as you twist. Now the other way to do windshield wipers is stop for a moment, lay down with your arms out to a T, keep your knees bent in the same place they were, but you're reaching your arms out and you're just looking at the ceiling. And do the same thing with your legs. Knees stay together and they go side to side. There you go. I can add another card to poses we know, windshield wipers. I love this one. Feels good. Okay, next one is super easy. It's called baby pose. And this is how I like to sleep. I guess I like to sleep like a baby. Roll onto one side with your knees bent and lay there. There you go. It's baby pose. Wonderful. All right, I want you to turn onto your belly. Turn onto your belly. Okay, so we learned 2 poses. Here's the next. This is called knot. And it's going to be like we're tying our arms in a knot. Maggie's got it, but I'm not sure you can really see what we're doing. Maggie, will you turn to face the screen so they can actually see? Can you come over here so that you have room to turn and face the screen? Face the screen. It's that way. Come over here so you have room to lay. Right here. There you go. Because I want them to see your arms. Can you cross them so that you're reaching out to the side? Yes, 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 yes. See her arms, how they're crossed? That is what we're doing. We're in knot. And that's all. The rest of your body's just relaxed. There you go. You learned another. From knot, we're going to go to bow. So Maggie, return to where you were. And Oliver's showing you that we hold our feet. And then you're going to push your feet back behind you, and it's going to lift your upper body and head off the ground. And your knees are off the ground, and your head's off the ground, your chest is off the ground. So this is kind of a working pose. This one is not relaxing like our baby pose was. This one's tough. Push your feet back, but it's good for your back. It makes it stronger. Let's release, let's go into child's pose, and that's going to give our back this nice kind of break that it needs. All right. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to add these 4 cards in here for our game that we're going to play in just a little bit. Because we know 35 different poses now.
We have to do one.
All right. Well, we're going to do a few. We're going to continue our yoga practice a little bit. We're going to go right into rabbit. Curl your toes under, grab your heels, put your head down. There we go. Good. So I'm just going to call out several poses, and we're going to just gracefully move from one to another. So here we go. From rabbit, we're going to move into plank. Very good. See if you can follow right along with us and know these poses. We're going to lower our knees to the floor, and we're going to go from, make sure your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Because we're going to go into bird dog, and that requires a little bit of balance. Here you go. Pick a side. I don't care which one you do, but make sure you extend opposite arm and leg. Opposite arm and leg. And that's going to balance your body so you can stay. If you have your wrist under your shoulder, it'll help a lot. If you don't, it's going to be very difficult to hold the pose. I want you to switch whichever side you're on. Other arm and leg are going to reach out. Nice and straight and strong. Reach. Make sure your neck is straight too, so you're looking out in the floor in front of you. And that's bird dog. Very good. All right. From hands and knees, we're going to do cat and cow. So on your own, you're going to move in a cat stretch, rounding up, and then cow, you're going to lift your head and lift your tail. Keep going. This is one that's good to flow between the two poses. You do one and then gracefully move to the other. You're doing well. Let's get right into down dog. Here we go. And we're going to go into three-legged dog by lifting one leg in the air. Pick a leg, I don't care. Lift one up. You're in three-legged dog. Lift it straight to the ceiling. All right, set it down. Other leg up. Three-legged dog on the other side. Awesome. All right, come back down to rabbit. Return to rabbit. We're doing great. We're going to move into staff. How do we get there? Do we remember? Yes, Maggie's got it. She's showing us the way. Can you scoot a little bit further that way? There we go. Okay, so from staff, we're just sitting up tall with our legs out. We go into incline plank. There we go. Put those hands down and lift your bottom up off the mat as high as you can. From here, we go to tabletop. And we're there. Very good. From here, we go into boat. Good review of all of these poses. You know them. Very good. And then we go into flower. Maggie says turtles next. I agree. That's a good one next. Put your feet flat on the floor. Separate them. Separate your feet to the edge of your mat. Yep. And then your head comes out of the shell. Lift your head. All right, we go into easy pose. Easy pose, and we're going to face you for an easy pose. And now owl. Pick a direction, and there it is. You're looking over your back shoulder, sitting up tall. So your hand behind you should be really close to your body, and that helps you sit up taller. And very slowly go to the other side so an owl is turning its head around the other way. All right, ready to play our game. I'm going to have these two choose a card without looking. And they are each going to do their pose. And I want you to choose the pose that you like better. So you're just going to get into one of the poses. So you're either going to follow Maggie or Oliver. It doesn't matter. They're not going to show you what they have. But they're going to do the pose so well, you're going to know what it is. And yeah, just set it down. They won't be able to read it. Just set it down and do the pose. At home, take a look. Decide which one you like. And you're going to do with them. Good example. Maddie, maybe you can come over here and turn around so they can see both of you. There we go. Okay, they're both in different poses, for sure. You're doing one of them at home. Now, one of these is called plank. Who's in plank? Maggie or Oliver? Definitely Oliver. Okay, Oliver, you can come out of plank, because that's a tough one if you're holding that at home. Now, wait, Maggie, go back into your pose. Tell us what it is. Monkey. Very good. Okay, cards. Choose a new one. Now, I wish you all at home could choose a card, but it's hard to hand you one through the screen, so you'll have to pretend like you drew one of these cards and follow Oliver or Maggie. Decide which one you like, and do it with them. Okay. Okay, we just did that one. Oh, we just did that one a moment ago. Scooch that way, Maggie, so they can see what he's doing. Okay, because his pose involves movement. Okay, at home you're doing one of these two. Whichever one you like better. Who is doing tabletop? Maggie is. You can come out the tabletop. Now, at home, can you think of the name of Oliver's pose that we just learned today? What is it, Oliver?
Windshield wipers.
Windshield wipers. Okay, choose another. one of them into their pose. They're going to get into it so you can see what it is. Ah, okay. Oh, we just did that one. We haven't done this one today. But Oliver's doing a good demonstration. So, which one do you like better? Are you in turtle? Who's in turtle? Maggie's in turtle. We just did that one. Now, do you remember the name of Oliver's pose? It's triangle. It's triangle. Very good. Okay, we'll do a few more rounds. Okay. Oh, okay, I like that one. Okay, so they are both in poses. You're in one of them, whichever one you like. Oliver's is pretty simple. We usually start class like that, or maybe in between poses, this is what we're doing. And we call it, go ahead and tell them, Oliver. Mountain. Now, what is this one called that Maggie's doing? Anybody think of it at home? Go ahead and do it on the other side. If you're doing it at home, switch sides just to make you even and make you stretched out on both sides. It's called?
Pigeon.
Pigeon. Seated pigeon. There we go. Here we go. Let's do another. Choose the one at home. Choose somebody to follow. Oliver's figuring his out. Oh, he's in it now. Okay. They are both in their poses. You're doing one of them at home. I'm guessing you chose this one. It's a little more interesting. Then Maggie, what's yours?
Easy pose.
Easy pose. You just seated like you sit at school when you're on the floor. Oliver's, another version of this is not actually reaching to the ceiling, but holding your hands behind your back. Can you do that? Hold your, yeah, you can clasp them. Hold your hands, not your elbows. Yeah. This one is called bridge. Good. All these we know. No, we won't do them all.
Easy ones.
Okay. Ah, we've done both of these today. No. Oh yeah, you do have that one. I'm sorry, I saw the wrong card. Oh, make sure you bend your knees, Maggie, when you come down. Ah, if you're following Maggie, you're moving at home. If you're following Oliver, you are very relaxed and maybe taking a nap. So Oliver's we learned today, which is called, what is it, Oliver?
Baby pose.
Baby pose. Anybody remember Maggie's? I hope you're doing this one at home. This is a great exercise. What is it, Maggie?
Sunflower.
Sunflowers. Okay, last one.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, he says. All right, Oliver, get into it. You're not there yet. Oh, no, cheating and holding onto the couch. We're going to make him work for it. Okay, so look down at your map. No, yes. Now, he's lifting his arms and legs. Same time, and it's called Superman. So if you're in Superman at home, take a relax. Take a look at Maggie, and oh, she's not in monkey. I thought she was at first, but she's not. She's reaching for her toes, and she's all the way down, hanging down. It's part of our sun salutations, and we call it, what, Maggie?
Forward fold.
Forward fold, or it could be forward bend, whatever you want to call it. Awesome job. I want everybody to join us now with your bottom on the floor. I want you to do any pose you can think of where your bottom stays touching the floor. We're all going to try to show you a different one. Any one you can think of. Bottom's on the floor. What can we do? Okay, I'm in one. Maggie's in a different one. Stay in your pose, Maggie. Stay in your pose, the one you chose. At home, you can be in any one you want. Your bottom's on the floor. You might be with Maggie doing turtle. You might be with me doing boat. You might be with Oliver doing owl. You might be in a different one. Flower. There's lots of others. Okay, I want everybody to go on hands and knees and think of a pose you can do in this position. All right, Maggie's in bird dog. Can you think of another one? Oh, Oliver's in cat. And you can't quite see me, but I'm in cow. You might be in another one. There are other poses we could do here. I want you on your knees. Can you think of a pose? We didn't do it today. Oh, there's a pose that we can do when we're on our just knees. Oh, Maggie's got one that, we're doing on our knees are down. So Maggie's in rabbit. Oliver and I are in camel. Did you find another one at home? Maybe child's pose. You're still on your knees. How about I want you to, everybody stand up. Can you do a pose where you're on your feet? Your feet stay on the floor. No hands on the floor though, just your feet. Do a pose, anyone you can think of. Maggie's in a balance pose called tree. Oliver's hanging in forward fold. Yes, Maggie has moved to warrior two. There's lots of standing poses we could be doing. Can you think of another, Oliver? Move into another. I'm gonna do eagle for fun. Any of the balance poses you could be doing right now, or any of the strong warrior poses. Oh, dancer. There's another that you could be working on right now. So hopefully you found at least 2 or 3 poses at home to do.
The standing pigeon.
Very nice. I like it. Balance poses are fun. All right, so I want you to think of one of your favorite poses and get into it. One that you like a lot. I'm gonna go into at home. Same thing. Whatever you want. Do a pose that's one of your favorites. Oliver's in. Crocodile. Crocodile requires the movement though of sinking down. So he's dead crocodile, I guess. He's just laying there. If your pose is like one-sided, like mine, and you need to do the other side, then go ahead and move to the other side of your pose so you get both versions of it. Oh, Maggie loves child's pose. Oliver loves crocodile. Evidently, I have some lazy kids. They want to just lay on the floor. Great. All right, we are done. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you for class number 10.